Welcome to the Education Innovators Podcast. I'm Eric Byron, and it is my privilege to host this show where we get to talk to folks from all over the world who are education thought leaders and innovators. We are going to hear inspiring stories from educators and EdTech founders and AI experts and others who are fearlessly innovating and delivering unique learning experiences. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. This is a short video to sound off about the announcement here that the U.S. has put through a bill to ban TikTok if ByteDance does not divest itself of its U.S. operations within a year. So I'll just say it. I think that this is completely ineffective, that banning TikTok isn't going to accomplish anything more than just annoying China, right, and ByteDance. Not only will it be tied up in courts for years, but the ban, it was not going to change behaviors, right? Millions of students in the US will just switch to some other social media platform, and that may turn out to be even worse than TikTok. So if we want students to make healthier choices, I think, we've got to give them healthier options, right? Students are drawn to these platforms because they're entertaining and informative. So how do we create platforms that are entertaining and informative without allowing all of the crap that pollutes the current platforms? Curated content. Oh, but wait, you can't do that. You can't do that because it goes against freedom of speech. People have a right to post all of their hate speech and fake news and conspiracy theories. There is no easy answer to this, right? If we have open platforms where anyone can express themselves, we're going to have some amount of nasty, angry, hurtful content and mental health issues as a side effect. If we filter, curate the content, are we just becoming like China and Russia? At some point, I think as a society, we have to make a decision here. What's worse? And I don't believe it's a completely binary decision. I believe that we have to find a balance, some level of curation that filters out the worst of the crap, but allows rational people to express divergent views. So, here comes the real rub now, right? And you're probably already thinking this. Who gets to decide, what's appropriate, what's crap and what's not crap, right? What's misinformation versus someone's misguided opinion about something? So I'll just throw this out there. Maybe we need a group of elected officials whose job it is to do this, right? Kind of like the Supreme Court, really smart people whose focus is entirely on constructing and monitoring effective filters for social media. So they would need to be transparent and subject to appeals and due process. But this group would then have the authority to ban dangerous content across all of the social media platforms. All right, this is just coming off the top of my head. It's thinking out loud. So I just want to stimulate some dialogue around this. I don't have all the answers, but I know that banning TikTok isn't the solution to what ails us. Okay. And clearly the social media companies can't be trusted to protect our children. They've demonstrated clearly that they're too busy protecting their profits. So let's put our heads together and come up with a solution, a compromise, if you will, that works or at least moves us in the right direction. All right. I'm Eric Byron. Thanks for listening to the Education Innovators Podcast. Please subscribe, even if you totally disagree with me. Now, but if you like my ideas, they're thought-provoking, please like and share and join the community of innovators in education. We are making a difference.